What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be speaking about having your North Node trining your partner's Sun in SYNASTRY. When it comes to the North Node is our life path. This is going to show where we're headed to in this lifetime, and it's all about our soul's purpose, basically. And on the other hand, when it comes to the Sun, this is who we are, this is our identity, this is our core selves. So having a harmonious aspect like a trine between these two is going to make for a naturally even supportive kind of a connection between two people. So when it comes to the North Node person and the Sun person, they're actually helping each other when it comes to their life path in a lot of ways when they have this aspect. Over here, the Sun person is helping the North Node person step into their destiny, and unconsciously, without even trying, the North Node person is doing that for the Sun person here too. When it comes to what impact the Sun person has on the North Node person, they actually bring out a more confident side that is a more uplifted and even supported energy to the North Node person with this aspect. And even for the Sun person, when it comes to the impact that the North Node person has on them, the North Node person has the ability to be able to bring out this deeper meaning behind the Sun person's light. The Sun person's also going to feel the sense of importance and direction that's being highlighted by the North Node person for them as well. And when it comes to the presence that the Sun person gives off naturally, the North Node person can inspire the Sun person when it comes to being able to have more depth behind that and deeper meaning behind that. And in this aspect, the Sun person gives off this energy of being the North Node person's biggest supporter, of being there, someone who's kind of cheering them on when it comes to them chasing their dreams. And for the North Node person, this can inspire them to really grow in a lot of ways and feel quite supported, and it brings out a very confident side in the North Node person, just when it comes to being around the Sun person. And with the trine here, they can actually feel this sense of effortlessness when it comes to their connection. It can feel like it naturally flows, and it can also feel like they're really growing and thriving in a lot of ways together with this trine between the Sun and the North Node. Because when it comes to the trine, it's a very harmonious aspect, it's very effortless as well, and it can feel like it's also naturally positive. So it's more steady, it's more uplifting. But when it comes to just how harmonious this aspect can actually be, it can even feel almost too easy or too effortless, which can also make it so that when it comes to relationship between the Sun person and the North Node person, it can feel like there's a lack of intensity, and it's definitely not going to be dramatic. And that's just the effects of this aspect. It can be quite harmonious and can be even feel like it is too easy. But essentially, when it comes to having this aspect with somebody, it can really feel like they're both growing into the best versions of themselves alongside each other. And it can also feel like it is a purposeful kind of a connection between two people, and feel like it is something that is happening because they were meant to be in each other's lives and cross each other's paths in this lifetime. And when it comes to having this aspect, it can be a sign of strong compatibility between two people. But when it comes to the type of compatibility between two people, it's not the traditional kind of compatibility, like the day-to-day kind of compatibility. When it comes to having your Sun trining your partner's North Node, it can happen that, take for instance, somebody's Sun is in an earth sign, so Capricorn or Taurus, and somebody's North Node is in Virgo. That would mean that this aspect is at play. But for the Sun person and North Node person, they're going to be compatible in a lot of ways that can be very beneficial. For instance, the Sun person can really bring out a lot of those Virgo-like qualities in the North Node person. So that can be things like being able to help them with paying attention to detail, being more grounded, and focusing on structure. And when it comes to that North Node person, that North Node in Virgo person, they can have the Sun in any sign. So it could be, say for instance, Sagittarius. And when it comes to having the Sun in Sagittarius, the Sun person here does something for that person who has their sun in either Capricorn or Taurus. And that sun person, sun in Sagittarius person in this example, is going to do something for the person who has their sun in either Taurus or Capricorn in this example. So having sun in Sagittarius might mean that they are bringing to that sun in Taurus or even Capricorn person a sense of exploration, vision, and even enthusiasm to this connection that's going to really be something that they admire and possibly even need from that sun in Sagittarius person in this example. And hence it's a very supportive aspect, especially for the North Node person. The sun person here is going to help them step into their life path and grow into a lot of those qualities that might not come naturally to them, but they come more naturally to the sun person, like encouraging them to be more structured, more practical, and that is really helping them in a lot of ways be able to step into their North Node qualities, and it's supporting their growth, even though it can feel a bit outside of their comfort zone. Like here, that Sagittarius sun is going to do for the sun in Taurus person or the sun in Capricorn person is that they're going to show them and inspire them through their optimism, their enthusiasm, and also their ability to dream bigger. So over time, they're both going to influence each other in a way where they are growing in ways they didn't think possible. And in this example, we do have the Sagittarius sun and we have the earth sign sun. And the Sagittarius sun might want freedom, might want adventure, and the earth sign might want planning, might want stability. And though those energies might typically be opposite and kind of clash, when it comes to having this aspect, it can actually bring more balance between the two. Because when it comes to being able to go outside of their comfort zones, this aspect is making it so that they are able to be supported through that. And so even here, you're still getting the sun person illuminating and highlighting the North Node person's path and really being able to get them to be more so in alignment with their North Node qualities that could possibly not come as naturally to them and could just be very different from their natural tendencies. And also when it comes to this aspect, it's an aspect whose dynamics are not going to exist in isolation. When it comes to having other more favorable aspects between the two people, the sun person and the North Node person, that's especially going to be more strengthened by this aspect, and this aspect is going to be more strengthened by those harmonious aspects as well. However, on the other hand, when it comes to having more difficult aspects, it's also going to influence this aspect in a way where it could actually become a bit more challenging. So aspects like having squares and having oppositions could actually mess with this aspect and also the harmony of this trine. And so overall, when it comes to having this aspect of the sun trining your partner's North Node, the North Node person here gets to experience a very supportive connection with the sun person. The sun person is also somebody who's going to be helping the North Node person when it comes to aligning with their life purpose. And when it comes to the sun person and the North Node person, they grow in a lot of ways. The sun person here acts as somewhat of a guide for the North Node person, and that leads to a lot of growing for the North Node person. This aspect creates a sense of supportiveness in a relationship between two people and a sense of purpose between the two of them as well. And it also transcends typical compatibility for two people. And when it comes to this aspect, it's still a pretty beautiful aspect to share with someone, but it isn't about perfect compatibility between two people. More so, it's about being able to push each other to be the best versions of themselves, which is what happens with this aspect. They are actually pushing each other towards their highest potential. And overall, it's really great for having a supportive, mutually supportive, and growth-oriented type of a connection with someone, which can actually even be very empowering for both of them. Over time, they're both going to influence each other in a way where they are growing in ways they didn't think possible. Well, that does it for this video on having your sun trining your partner's North Node in SYNASTRY. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and that you found it helpful. And if you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos. Well, that is where I love and leave you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.